in this event, thinking that she might be able to get up the track.
Sky Racing 1 join us here for the third at the Meadows here on Maturity Night. Corey Smith's about to catch up with some of these connections, but you two blokes, Nathan Rooney and Michael Ty, both with the red. Ty, firstly, talk us through why this greyhound's so well drawn in box 1.
Yeah, he had box 5 at Horsham, and all he wanted to do was find the rail, and whilst he was doing so, he was getting driven mad by a South Australian dog called Capybara, and I just love the way he railed and exploded away late in what was the best time of the day.
Let's get to Corey Smith on track as with Taylor Thornton.
We're just having a good chuckle because Taylor's got his shoelaces undone, so hopefully he doesn't go arse up. Settle for Less looks ideally drawn.
Yeah, he's been screaming out for the red box for a while now, and he's finally got it tonight, so hopefully he can use it.
Well, good luck there. Jess Hopkins blazing Rasso. You've had a bit of luck with this litter. You've got another one into the kennel. How's she going to go?
Yeah, obviously followed her whole career with having a couple out the litter. Look, she's trialled okay. She'll improve on whatever she does, but she's a really nice bitch, and poor Blake just couldn't draw inside with her, so I have. Hopefully that continues.
Well, good luck there. It's a cracking race, this one, fellas. Can't wait to see it. Plenty drawn exactly where they need to be.
And that greyhound that Jess was speaking of, Blazing Razzo, Nathan Rooney, is one you give a slight hope at odds.
Yeah, I think she's a really good price. Jess Hopkins, an informed kennel, takes a greyhound who's won 14 races, got a high ranking, goes straight to the city with it. Drawn close to the fence, got early speed, been a 500-metre winner in New South Wales. I think it went up over the odds. I can see her running a cheeky race on her debut for the kennel.
But the red's hard to beat?
Yeah, I think the red's been screaming out for the red. He gets it here tonight. If he can use it and come out on terms, I think 500 metres around 2-turn tracks are his thing. 1, 2, 8 and 5 are my numbers, Jace.
And Michael Ty, $2.70 for this favourite. Is that about right?
Yeah, it's about right. It's probably short enough for a dog that hasn't had a Metropolitan start yet and first race start here at the Meadows. It's just that win at Horsham I thought was sensational. So me and Nath are all in it here on Settle for Less.
Chips in. These two great minds are both with the red here. Settle for Less. Here's James, race 3, Meadows.
So they're moving in. Runners are getting set. Settle for Less off the inside. The Hillsville Vic Breeders winner. He's not necessarily quick early, but he does pack a punch mid-race. They're set to run for the third. The City View Bistro. Stand by for a jump. Third at the Meadows. Favoured in red. Set. And they're racing. He missed it, Settle for Less, but he's getting a good clean run behind Blazing Rasso, and Settle for Less hugs the rail around them. Paul Lulu, it's getting tight. Settle for Less, railed like a greyhound. Race to the city side, 4 in front to Red Stiletto. 3 lengths away, Paul Lulu sliding underneath of Keep Rolling, keeping him working down the back. And then Paul Coulter, Paul Gordy, and check to last, Blazing Rasso, but Settle for Less a healthy leader. Red Stiletto's cutting back to 3. Settle for Less in front, he's in control. Settle for Less will win it by a length and a half, beating Red Stiletto. They absolutely gap the rest. Third's a photo finish. Keep Rolling just gets it over Paul Coulter. A further break to Paul Gordy, Paul Lulu, and Blazing Rasso in early trouble at the end of the field. 30.04. Settle for Less, a little bit too good.
A little bit too good indeed, James. Settle for Less wins race 3 on Maturity Night. Quite convincing. Took full advantage of box 1, and a man who'll have a big smile on his face is Taylor Thornton. Smithy's got him now.
I like a little bit of cheek there, Taylor. You tell the boys, good tip. Were you tipping as well? You were a little bit confident pre-race?
As soon as Nathan Rooney tipped it, I thought he was in trouble here, so I'm glad he got the job done.
Box number 1, obviously looking at his replays, it just looked absolutely ideal, and he just seems to be one, as James Vandermark just said, railed just like a greyhound.
100%. Like, he's been in hard races. He had 13 starts for 3 wins, and on paper, you think, oh, is he good enough? But he's been in hard races all his career. Not saying that today wasn't a hard race. It was a hard race, but the difference was about today is he drawn his box, and like you said, yeah, that's what he wants to be.
Are you confident that with more racing he'll get used to being drawn off the track and he'll furnish into a really, really nice greyhound?
I think he will, but I think his future's over more ground, as silly as that might sound, being a young dog, but we sort of thought, humming and hurrying, whether we put him over 600 tonight or 500. We got away with tonight, but I think he might be a better dog over more ground.
All right, well, we'll chuck him in our black book and we'll put in there a little note to keep an eye on him for 600 metres.
Thank you very much.
Good luck in the future there with a dog that looks very, very nice, fellas. A good, impressive performance, 30.04 and doing it in all sections.
Yep, indeed. Trifecta in order as well for Michael Ty. Here's the head-on cut of this race. Ty, talk us through how this unfolded.
Well, he missed the start, and the Rosary breeds were getting reached for here, but just the way he just stuck to the rails like glue there and just pushed his way through. Poor Lulu was probably the right greyhound to have in that situation, knowing they've said pre-race that she does tend to panic a little bit and shift off, and boy did he take advantage of it. And for that dog to run 30.04, at his first city start, and Red Stiletto super run there coming home, but the best dog won on the night there, and the box draw was probably the difference in the end.
He's just a red dog. He's just an out-and-out red dog. You can see there, he half went up with the lids. He got it all wrong for the first 2 hops, but then he's able to put his head down and put his feet there. They still ran 5.15 to the mark. Now, he's most probably missed it too, not even off the map mix. So he's a greyhound when he gets it right and gets his box manners right and can draw, close to the fence. He's certainly an up-and-comer. He's run 30.04 and still done plenty wrong. I thought the runner-up was the eye catcher. He's only had one run this month, and Taylor was saying there, Settle for Less isn't weak, and they're thinking there could be a 600-metre campaign. And that greyhound there, Red Stiletto, his second run back for a month, really hit the line. There's a city win in store for Brendan Purcell and that greyhound going forward. It was as impressive as the winner was. I thought Red Stiletto was quite good into second.
100%.
What do you blokes make of the pin? Keep rolling. He's run third, but just seemed to be the map that didn't suit him tonight.
Yeah, there's just something about that dog I just don't quite trust yet, and it was the box 8 that turned me off him. But when Shimmer Seal was a late scratching, I was, oh no, because that was a dog that would benefit from having one less greyhound in the race. Shimmer Seal usually uses a bit of the track, so he's probably a dog that I need to go through his replays a little bit more, and I'm still not certain where he's at either. I feel like when he draws the rails, he might sort of want to get off a bit, and as he gets up in class, I'm just not sure where he is at.
I think it's like we touched on earlier, that 5.17, 5.18 that he runs to the mark consistently. He's been able to get away with his natural brilliance in the low-grade maiden, the maiden heat that he won off the wide draw wasn't full of quality, so to speak. And then in the maiden final, he had a dog named Measurements in 7 who was mad for the fence and let him get the clean, unimpeded run down the outside. I think that's been the key to him. Even his last win in front of Billy Bustup, he was able to get into third, stalk the speed and rail up, approaching home. So it's just that early speed. It kind of puts him in no man's land, and now he's up in grade. He's just going to need the right sort of map and race shape to show his best. Yeah, he's a 32nd dog. There's no doubting his ability. It's just where he positions himself in that race, because his downfall is that early section's only moderate going to the mark.
And Ty, this greyhound's owned by, of course, Andrew and John Paraskevas. And any time their name is attached to a greyhound, it can probably run.
Yeah, very, very good operators. I suppose it's one of those ones where they only keep fast dogs, and they're very astute trainers. And I think that when the money's on, I would say they rarely miss. So they're always a kennel I like to follow.
And from a breeding point of view, Nath, it's pretty hard to match in terms of some of the lines around Victoria.
Yeah, Andrew and John have got a very much a speed line. They continue to breed out of the same type of dam line, and it goes back a long way. They've had a lot of success with it. They're well placed. We talked about the Whelans placing their dogs so well. This dog's been, it's kennelled at Pearcedale, and it's raced at Geelong, Hillsville, Ballarat and Horsham, the past 8 starts. So it's not just going to what's local and what they think, is easy. They're actually placing this dog through maiden heats and finals, 6-7 heats finals, restricted win heats and finals, and giving him a couple of weeks between runs, scored him around the Meadows and